What's going on, people? It's Gunsrar from NextGenTactics, and I'm bringing you a Call of Duty Black Ops weapon demonstration mini-series. Each video will showcase a specific weapon using only iron sights, no attachments, and no kill streaks to ensure that the video demonstrates the use of the weapon only. At the end of each video, I'll provide my personal opinion on the weapon and make recommendations in terms of attachments and in some cases perks and equipment. Ah yes, the Kiparis, the last SMG to be unlocked. Arguably the best SMG out there. Not always the case, especially when you have, I know I keep mentioning it, but the AK-74U. The Kiparis, if you're looking at it, from a statistics point, you're looking at all the, the damage, the range, the accuracy, mobility, and fire rate. It is the superior SMG, but there's two aspects of this weapon that sort of make it perform almost subpar to the AK-74U, and that is the damage. While only, I believe it's one sort of aspect down from, or 1 point down from the AK-74U, but that in conjunction with its small clip size, it only has 20 rounds in each clip, whereas the AK-74U has 30, or is it 30 or 32? Anyway, at least 10 more. The problem with that is that the power of the AK-74U in conjunction with the extra rounds in it makes it incredibly deadly. It's a toss-up between these two in terms of their production. If your accuracy is pretty good, and granted, the Kiparis, nothing can beat it in terms of range, accuracy, and basically fire rate. It is an amazing weapon to use. However, you need to be a little more accurate with it. Thankfully, this weapon can be sort of upgraded, as it were, with the special grip in conjunction with steady aim to make it a formidable killer when firing from the hip. The accuracy is almost right off the charts to begin with, so putting something like grip and then steady aim on it makes it one of the best run and gun weapons out there. You still need to be fairly accurate though, because there's only 20 rounds in it. I know 20 rounds sounds like a lot, but when you're talking about the fire rate on there, it's going to go through them very, very quickly, so you need to have some sort of accuracy. If you had a weapon like the Kiparis, putting grip on there and then going around and using your sights, if you were accurate, that is going to be one of your best chances of annihilating people. I mean, hell, you can use this weapon to, kill opponents that are medium to long range easily without even requiring to use the pulse firing, which I always mention is basically enables any weapon in this game other than shotguns to really, nail that medium to long range opponent that you're seeing off in the distance and going, I'll sneak up on him, it's an SMG. If he's still, of course, someone lying down like a sniper, you could easily nail them with the Kiparis. Similar to the other some of the other SMGs, there are two routes that you can really take in this in terms of attachments. One is the grip, one is rapid fire. If you're going to go running around the map and not looking to make any medium to long range shots, which you still could, I would put on rapid fire. But you're definitely going to want to pulse fire it if you're going to be making those medium range shots with rapid fire on, only because you're going to lose that accuracy. You're going to get a little bit more spray. But if you're just going to go around and you're going to own people with this weapon, I would definitely put grip on. Either way, I think Scavenger is your best bet with this weapon. Because of the fire rate, because of the small clip size, you are going to run out of ammo. And if you're looking for a high kill death ratio and you don't want to swap it out for another weapon because you want to get that high kill death ratio with a Kiparis, then definitely Scavenger is something that you're going to want. Now, you're also going to be a little bit more careful without having the rapid fire on there. Not that you're going to be like camping or anything, but you're going to do, check, move, kind of like what I'm doing actually in the game. You're going to have to know where people are. You're going to have to know where people camp in order to actually get those kills. But definitely put grip on this weapon and just have a blast. Scavenger, grip, sleight of hand. Because of the fire rate, you're going to be going through this crazy. You've got 20 rounds in there. Believe me, you will run out of ammo very, very quickly. I would not put on steady aim on this weapon. Although it is one of the very few elite weapons, and by elite I mean actually only two, and I've actually got a separate video on that I'm going to be putting out showing which SMGs are considered to be elite. That being said, it is one of the elite weapons where you can actually put on grip and steady aim and absolutely dominate people in medium range without even having to pull up your sights. You don't want to always do that, but the demonstration in the video that I have for this, on the separate video there, will show you that you can just annihilate people at medium to long, well, not necessarily long range. I'm sure you could, but I don't have any demonstrations on that. But medium range easily from the hip. It's not a good practice to do it, but it is capable of doing it. And I guess I should mention as well, in all of the SMG, guides that I'm putting out here, they're predominantly to do with free-for-all and deathmatch. When you're talking about search and destroy, you really don't have to be worrying about scavenger too much. I mean, I would definitely, in these kind of weapons, lightweight is probably your best way to beast on here. You know, scavengers more or less a waste of time, and you don't really need it unless you're relying on your you have Scavenger Pro and you're relying on picking up more Semtex frags and special grenades. Now, as far as perk 3 goes, I mean, this is pretty much standard across the board, regardless as to which SMG you're using. It depends on what you're doing. If you're looking for sort of point-to-point and you're being a little bit more sneaky, not just sort of running flat out, the Ninja Pro, or Ninja rather, is what you're going to be wanting to use. If you're going to be blazing it up and you're going super fast and you're not worried about it and you're using lightweight, then Marathon definitely is something you want to consider. But in this case here, I mean, with Scavenger, you're going to want to be picking stuff up because you're going to run out of ammo a lot. So Ninja and Scavenger with steady aim, or sleight of hand rather than steady aim, sleight of hand on this is going to be your best bet. That's it. Peace. Get the latest updates and stay in touch with the NGT community with our all-new Facebook application. Check the description of the video for details.